there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Bloodborne Blood Level 4 New Game +6 all bosses. This is Maria, without rolling and without taking damage, and this is one of the hardest DLC fights for this particular restriction. So usually I would never ever say that Maria is all that big of a deal, because I've only really fought her on New Game / New Game Plus. I've fought her on a leveled build, and I've always kind of fought her where I've been able to just bully her and kill her before she has chance to do anything really dangerous. That changed with this, and my god did this take a long time to do. So, I think I was fighting Maria for about 6 hours, and it took 30 minutes to get her one backstab away from death, and my backstab whiffed, and she killed me. And I was so pissed off and tilted by that event that it felt like it was never going to happen. And the strategies that I've got here took a while to formulate, and I had a lot of issues with certain attacks. So the first phase I noticed that the way I'm going to play it, I can be very aggressive to Maria, I can hook her side, and I can guarantee a backstab on almost most of her attacks. But there was one or two moves that just had enough of a lingering hooking hitbox that if I didn't move immaculately or move correctly, it would just be a reset. So I kind of looked at the first phase as everything she does is fine, but 2 of those moves are a reset. So if I get caught in bad positions on those 2 moves, you just start again. Job's done, you messed up. Second phase wasn't too bad. Second phase came kind of quickly. I understood that I could backstab the jump that she does, but the positioning on it, very particular. If you make one mistake, she'll flatten you, and it happens a lot, but it's a great opportunity for damage. Additionally, I knew that if I baited at long range, she would do the blood attacks, you know, the first ones, where you can run past her, and sometimes they'll miss you, sometimes she boomer turns and hits you, and it's kind of ambiguous what happens, or she does the follow-up, which shouldn't exist. Fuck you, Maria. But I got pretty good at backstabbing those moves, and then when you transition into the third phase, in the third phase it's an extension of phase 2 with even more range. And there are a whole host of punishers I didn't even want to go for, and I felt like the third phase to me was 100% about her giving you the right moves. It was nothing really to do with you. If she did the good stuff, you would have a good run and you might beat her. If she gave you nothing but garbage, you would probably lose. Another thing I didn't want to do is parry her at any moment. Both the second and the third phase, she has a combo sequence that if you know the sequence you can parry it and you can do a running R2, get out of there, and you can do pretty good damage. But I wanted to kind of keep this as pure as I could. Additionally, that attempt that got one touch away from her death very early on, I did it with no buffs, which made it even more impressive, but alas, I got bummed. And I used, I think, 90 pellets on attempts before I got the video you're about to watch, which should really reinforce that Maria can be a bitch. Her hitboxes are not very fair at times. She has incredible range, the kind of range that I would literally question developers' knowledge because it just doesn't make sense. But even all of this said, she can be bested, and she can be bested in under 2 minutes, believe it or not. So, at the very beginning, Maria is going to do a few different moves. Depending on what she does depends on how you react. I always run to her left shoulder and hit her once. Then she'll do some kind of attack, then I backstab it. And then I proceed to chain hits, move out of her way, hit her once from the side, and then backstab her again. And that's all I'm going to do, guys. Run to her left-hand side, lock on, hit her in the side, she'll attack, backstab her. And that's all we do. First phase, simple, right? Piece of piss. She's going to transform, get as many hits as you can on her, do as much damage as you can, and then get away from her. Now, we have to go a little bit extra distance because we want to bait the moves where she does this thing. Do not ever challenge that move. Getting behind that move is suicide half the time, it's too fast. This one, you're okay. But it can also do like a weird... She can banana that move and still hit you, which is really frustrating. And then, because we've got so much damage, we can whack her a ton. I could have even hit her 2 or 3 more times then, and I didn't, because I got a bit afraid. Do not challenge that move. Just don't. You'll give me chest palpitations if you do, guys. And then get away from her, and wait for her to do what you need her to do. That is terrifying, be careful of that. This is the combo, so hopefully you're not in a corner when she does it, like I was just then, with my sphincter tensing every moment. And here is a move we could punish, but I wasn't in the right range. If she does this move, never run away from it. You might as well run towards it because you will never run away from it. Trust me, guys. Running away from that move is one of the hardest things to do in this game. If you're close to her, always go towards her. I've seen other people do it, and I have no idea how they did it because I've reacted faster than they did, and it still hit me. So I'm calling bullshit on everybody else. Nah, I'm only joking. That move sucks dick. It's horrible. And I don't really get much chance to show you what that boss can be because that looks perfect, doesn't it? I just shit on her, she's dead, she'll never come back. But to get to that part of my journey with Maria, there was a lot of suffering in that. So if you've ever beat her under no role stipulations on this cycle of New Game Plus at Blood Level 4, you understand the pain of what she can do. And you have nothing but my respect. So thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.